Hey, Mark Lyford here, and I wanted to tell you more about Pioneer Syndicates. So, I've put Pioneer Syndicates together with the idea of making one loft racing accessible to everybody. When I was in the Algarve this year, I thought how good it would be to be able to get syndicates together for as little as £10. Actually, some of the syndicates we're putting together are as little as £6.50. So the idea is that we get the very best pigeons that we can from the best breeders, the best flyers, and we enter into one loft races. And you, anybody, whether you're into pigeons or not, can enter into these syndicates. So at the moment, we've got three great flyers and breeders of pigeons. We've got Maurice O'Donnell, we've got Formula One Lofts, and we've got John Angwin. And in their own right, they've got amazing pigeons. Maurice O'Donnell is the most consistent one loft race loft around the world, really. We've got Formula One Lofts, and their Franz Walls pigeons are ideal one loft pigeons. They're such a versatile family of pigeons. I've never handled a group of pigeons that just represent one solid family. And they'll fly and race and win between 70 to 500 mile easily. And then we've got John Angwin, and everybody knows what pigeons John's got. Now, John's pigeons are more sprint pigeons, but he's been scoring very well. One of his pigeons won the UK Premier One Loft race in 2023, and he's been scoring very well with his pigeons. So they're initially the people we're working with, and we are going to be putting a limited amount because of space into the UK Premier One Loft race. We'll be putting into the Golden Race in the Algarve. We'll be putting into the Elite Race, the new race from Frank the Big, into the Algarve. And we'll also be putting into the Pattaya, with other races to come as well, and other flyers. The idea with Pioneer Syndicates is to open it up to everybody. So if you're sitting in the USA, it's a real pain in the backside, very costly to get pigeons into Europe to compete in these races, and vice versa. We're looking at being able to have people being able to put syndicates together into the USA races as well. And the thing is, with the Pioneer Syndicates, how it's set up, every syndicate has got 100 spots. And you'll see in some of the syndicates, if you go to the website, for instance, Morris is taking half of the spots himself. And then there's 50 spots in each of those syndicates. And the guys are going to be taking the spots as well, not necessarily 50%. They want other people to be involved. And so each spot, depending on what race it is, how many pigeons are in the syndicate, etc., is from about a tenner up to about £60 per spot. So for as little as £10 to £60, you can be involved in the race, in all of these different races, racing these different people's pigeons. And that's the whole concept of it. Now, you'll see that in the races that have activation system, that the cost includes every pigeon that's being sent. So if it's a 5-bird team, all 5 pigeons being activated. The cost is for that. So what we don't want is have to go and say to people, come activation time, we need another £20 off you to activate your pigeon, or whatever it may be. Pioneer Syndicates runs on a wallet system. So all of the prize money, any prize money earned by a syndicate, that's won by a syndicate, will get paid back into the wallet system on Pioneer Syndicates, and then you can press 1 or 2 buttons and withdraw your money, your winnings and what have you. And the same will work, for instance, let's say one of the syndicates in the Golden Algarve. That's a 5 pigeon syndicate team. So the price of the Algarve Golden team is it for all 5 to be activated. Now, if, for instance, one of them doesn't reach activation point, then the amount of money, which would be essentially €5 per syndicate spot, so it's €500 to enter a pigeon, pay for activation. €5 would be credited per spot that you've got, will be credited back to your account, which you can withdraw or you can leave in there to using another syndicate, and that's how it works. So the syndicate amount, the per spot amount, includes everything, includes the cost of the pigeon, includes the transport, includes the entries into the race and what have you. And as you'll see on each of them, there's a full list of all of the spots that are available and that have been taken. So this is a way of getting involved in syndicates from top flyers with top birds in some of the best one-off races around. And like I said, I've got people contacting me about getting involved from a point of view of flyers and breeders of pigeons, and we're going to be looking to get more one-off races around the world into the Pioneer syndicates. And that's what it's about. It's about getting as many people involved as possible, and it's set to be quite an exciting time. And as I said as well, it's another way of people that are not involved in pigeons, or perhaps used to keep pigeons, getting involved for a low cost. Yes, you can put a syndicate together with your mates, but sometimes that can be cost prohibitive as well. Sometimes you're talking £400 or £500 minimum for some of the overseas races to do so. Whereas this, 100 spots per syndicate, and you can buy as little or as many as are available. So have a look at pioneersyndicates.com, check it out. Any questions, let me know. And I look forward to getting involved. If you've got any suggestions, it's brand new. It's a brand new concept. So any suggestions, ideas, I've already got people contacting me about potentially supplying pigeons in different areas of the world. I'm already talking to other one-off races about entering Pioneer syndicates into them as well. Yeah, and I look forward to getting involved. Thank you for watching this brief video about the concept of Pioneer syndicates. And I'm excited for the future to see how it all goes. Thanks a lot.